Tricky dribble. Three-pointer. Bang! Tremendous! A tremendous three!
This is the Georgia Power pregame show.
Bang!
Join us as we get you ready for today's game. Our Hawks are set to soar this season. Catch every game all season long here
On the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
Now, here's Mike Conti.
And a pleasant evening to you from our Atlanta studios, where tonight the postseason begins for the Hawks. It could be a run that could be over in 4 days or 4 weeks or even longer than that. The Hawks hoping that they can catch fire now and make a deep playoff run. But first, they've got to get into the playoffs, and they can do so as soon as tonight if they defeat the Miami Heat on the road. This is the 7-8 play-in game in the Eastern Conference. The Hawks 41-41, they are the 8th seed. The Heat 44-38, they are the 7th seed. Here is what is on the line tonight. The winner of this game goes directly into the NBA playoffs. They'll play Saturday at 3:30. Game 1 against the Boston Celtics in the 2-7 series in the Eastern Conference. The loser of this game tonight gets a second chance on their home floor Friday night, and they'll play the winner of tomorrow night's 9-10 game between Toronto and Chicago. So if the Hawks win tonight, they're going to Boston. Game 1 on Saturday. If the Hawks lose tonight, they're going back to Atlanta for a winner-take-all game against either Toronto or Chicago on Friday, and the winner of that Friday night game will play the Milwaukee Bucks Sunday afternoon to start that 1-8 Eastern Conference series. Hawks have been here before. They were successful in getting out of the Eastern Conference play-in round last year. They were the 9 seed last year. They beat Charlotte at home and then went to Cleveland and beat the 8-seeded Cavaliers to advance into the playoffs, where they played Miami. And the Heat won that series 4-1. The Heat have been dominant against the Hawks on their home floor. They have won 9 in a row against Atlanta in Miami, and they won 3 of 4 against the Hawks this year, though the fourth and final meeting was the closest. It was March the 6th, where the Heat held on for a 130-128 win over the Hawks. Trae Young had 25 points that night. DeJounte Murray had 23. Jimmy Butler had 26 and 10 and came 1 assist shy of a triple-double, but the Heat really hurt the Hawks that night with bench play. Victor Oladipo had 22 points and Caleb Martin had 21. The only game that the Hawks won in the season series came on Martin Luther King Day, where the Hawks defeated the Heat 121-113 in Atlanta. Butler had 34 points, but that was not enough to offset the 28 points the Hawks got from DeJounte Murray and the 24 they got from Trae Young. So tonight, the winner moves on to the NBA playoffs. The loser goes to a second play-in game Friday night on their home floor. Listen up, Hawks fans. It's 22 minutes to game time, presented by Napa. It's time to get up and go, and we'll have more of the Georgia Power pregame show coming up next on the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
Ready to bank at a place where your success and the success of your local community matters? Look no further than Georgia Zone. As a not-for-profit financial institution, Georgia Zone offers better rates, fewer fees, and the assurance of knowing that you and your goals are what matter most. Whether you're looking for a checking account with all the perks, a low-rate credit card, or even an auto loan, Georgia Zone can help. To learn more, visit georgiazone.org. Georgia Zone Credit Union. Banking on purpose. Georgia Zone is federally insured by the NCUA.
The all-electric BMW iX M60. It's 100% electric and 100% BMW. Sustainably crafted, sporty, and equipped with a complete suite of intuitive technology, all with a range of up to 280 miles. With iconic BMW M handling and exquisite attention to detail, the BMW iX M60 is electricity in its ultimate form. BMW, the ultimate electric driving machine.
Hey, you're the guy with Kevin the fire-breathing goat.
Yep.
I'm playing Keno right now. Like you say, you pick 10 numbers, Keno picks 20. The more you match, the more you win.
Looks like your numbers are matching.
No way! That was easy.
And there's another game in about 3 minutes.
Hey, little goat, you want to help me fill out my play slip for the next one?
No paper. That's why he plays on his phone.
Win up to $100,000 every 3.5 minutes. Playing Keno. Play responsibly. Planet Fitness is the one and only judgment-free zone. That means for just $10 a month, you can work out at your own pace and just do you, however you want, whenever you want. Get free fitness training and tons of cardio and strength equipment, plus a totally friendly staff for just $10 a month with absolutely no judgment. We want you to be you for just $10 a month. Come in for a free tour or join online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness is the official fitness partner of your Atlanta Hawks. Join now for just $10 a month.
Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
He hits the three. They did everything they could to try to stop us.
Breaking down today's game
This is the Georgia Power pregame show.
on the Hawks Radio Network.
The Hawks in Miami tonight to play the Heat in an Eastern Conference play-in game. The winner moves on to play the Celtics in the first round of the playoffs. The loser goes back to their home floor Friday night to play either the Raptors or the Bulls. The Hawks in this position at 41 and 8th in the East after a loss Sunday afternoon to the Celtics in a game that proved meaningless for both team seeds, but a game that could serve to be a first-round playoff preview, though I have a feeling the lineups for both teams will be much different if that is to occur. Let's take a look back now at Sunday afternoon's game. Sunday afternoon, the regular season came to an end for the Hawks with essentially nothing to play for in a road game at Boston. With the 8th seed and a matchup against the Heat in Tuesday's play-in game locked, Quinn Snyder opted to rest most of his starters. The only one to see action was DeAndre Hunter.
AJ starts to dribble towards the lane, throws it back out, goes to DeAndre with 10 on the 24. He pulls up, little jump shot is good. DeAndre Hunter getting the first 2 points of the game. So the Hawks jump out on top here.
The Celtics also had their seed locked, so both teams were playing reserves for much of the first half.
It's a pass underneath. It's stolen by A.J. Griffin. He's going to break in. A.J. gets it underneath. Jalen Johnson, a two-hand slam. Jalen's got 4. The Hawks trail by 3, 27-24.
The Hawks scored 7 of the next 9 points to take the lead.
Hawks could get a 2-for-1 here if they hurry. Jalen's going to shoot a 3, and it's no good, but it's put back up and in by Sadiq Bey. Sadiq Bey came flying in for the rebound, and the Hawks lead 31-29.
In the second quarter, Bruno Fernando got some key minutes for the Hawks.
And here's Sadiq Bey. Sadiq driving into the lane. He goes all the way through. Kicks it underneath to Bruno. A little right-hand hook is good. Bruno Fernando's got 7, and the Hawks lead 36-35.
Sadiq Bey was an important cog for the Hawks on both ends of the floor.
Now Davidson back with it. Davidson dribbling towards the lane. Has it knocked away. Sadiq Bey took it away. Sadiq's going to break in. Sadiq drives. He jams. He got it right over Mike Muscala. Sadiq Bey with 9, and the Hawks lead 56-52.
Right before halftime, Onyeka Okongwu helped the Hawks open up a 6-point lead.
Backing, turning, and he gets the pass in the corner. Onyeka for a 3, and he makes it. Onyeka Okongwu, and the bench goes crazy as Double O knocks down his 4th of the year, and the Hawks lead 64-58.
The opening moments of the third quarter were all Boston before Aaron Holiday responded with a deep 2-pointer.
Hawks trailing by 8. And now Aaron Holiday's going to shoot one and make one from the corner. Well, they called it a 2. I guess his foot was on the line. It's 78-72.
The Hawks close to within 5 on this dunk by Jalen Johnson.
Rebound tipped, and Onyeka Okongwu gets it. Now up to Jalen Johnson. Jalen driving. Jalen to the hole. He jams. The one-hand slam by Jalen Johnson. And the Hawks trail 85-80.
But Mike Muscala, a former Hawk, kept his former team at bay with a 3-pointer.
And here's Pritchard back. Pritchard stops his dribble, throws it outside to Mike Muscala for a 3, and he makes it. Oh, brother. Mike Muscala knocks down a 3-pointer. 85-78, Hawks trail.
Later in the third quarter, Peyton Pritchard gave the Celtics an 11-point lead.
35 seconds to go in the quarter. Pritchard steps back, shoots a 3, and makes it. Peyton Pritchard knocks down a 3. And that'll make it 98-87.
The Hawks found themselves down by 15 early in the fourth quarter.
A.J. Griffin dribbles right. A.J., little right-hander off the glass and good. So A.J. Griffin knocks it down, and the Hawks have cut it to 3 now. It's 100-97.
But unfortunately, that would be about as close as the Hawks would get the rest of the way.
And Davidson comes back. Davidson drives, throws an alley-oop underneath, and they jam it home. And the Hawks are going to call timeout. Cornette gets the basket, and the Hawks call time. And it's the Celtics 107 and the Hawks 99.
Pritchard and the Celtics continue to light things up from the three-point line.
Celtics back slowly with Pritchard. Pritchard, left side, three-pointer. Good again. Peyton Pritchard. He's got 30, and it's 118 to 105.
Bruno Fernando had a window dressing putback to make the final score look a little more respectable.
Out he goes. Now Donovan Williams in the game for the first time. He drives and lays it up, no good. The rebound, Bruno, though, up and in. Bruno Fernando has 17. It's 120 to 108.
The Hawks would end the season with a 41-41 record after a low-consequence loss to the Celtics.
So your final score again from Boston. The Celtics 120 and the Hawks 114.
Quinn Snyder acknowledges there's no need to review much from this game.
With the plan, it's a little different. I think our focus needs to go immediately to Miami and what we need to do to prepare for that game. And good job competing, but I think it transitions very quickly.
Yeah, the transition complete tonight as the Hawks play the Heat in Miami. The coach's comments are brought to you by your Atlanta area BMW centers, providing legendary performance, exceptional offers, and a premium ownership experience. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Visit BMWATL.com today. We'll have the Heat scouting report coming up next on the Georgia Power pregame show on the Atlanta Hawks radio network.
Now you can get your favorite games and the best deals with the Atlanta Hawks Stack Pack. Choose your favorite kind of game, weekend, all-star, Eastern, Western Conference, and the number of games, 10, 20, 30, you want to see. And the more you stack up, the more benefits you'll get, like playoff priority, food and beverage value, and the best seats at an awesome price. Stack Pack, your favorite games for less. Learn more at hawks.com/stack.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the pedal to our metal, the sparks that ignite us, the pistons that push us, the passions that drive us. From the feelings that move us to the places that pull us, on the roads that unite us. With nearly 6,000 stores and over 17,000 auto care centers, Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we designed the Ford trucks of the future for everyone. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 45 years straight. Made for performance and capability on and off-road. Because the trucks of the future aren't designed for a few. They're built for America. Ford F-Series. Drive one today. Based on 1977 to 2021 calendar year total sales.
He shoots, he scores. Whether we're at home in my bear cave or at the arena with my buddy Harry the Hawk, my family and I love watching Hawks basketball. And Scana Energy is part of all the action as the official natural gas partner of the Atlanta Hawks. So get fired up, Atlanta, as our home team defends the house this season. Let's go, Hawks. Sign up with Scana today and get up to $100. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com/Hawks and use promo code Hawks for details. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply.
He hits the three. They did everything they could to try to stop us.
Breaking down today's game
This is the Georgia Power pregame show
on the Hawks Radio Network.
Tonight, the postseason begins for the Hawks, a play-in game in Miami against the Heat. The winner moving on to the first round of the playoffs. The loser getting a second chance Friday night on their home floor. The Heat scouting report brought to you by Planet Fitness. Miami ended up winning the Southeast Division and finishing 7th in the East at 44-38. Their last game Sunday, a 123-110 win over Orlando. Miami, a very interesting story this year. The worst offensive team in the NBA. Averaged only 109.5 points per game, dead last in the league, 25th in offensive rating, 26th in field goal percentage, 27th in three-point percentage. They really, really struggled offensively. They weren't very good on the glass either, 27th out of 30 teams in rebounding. Where they made up for it, as you can probably imagine, their defense. Giving up less than 110 points per game. They were second in the league in scoring defense and 9th in defensive rating. They were also 6th in the league in steals, and they were 3rd in the league in forced turnovers. They turn opponents over an average of 16 times per game. 3 Heat players scoring over 20 points per game. That's Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Tyler Hero. And Butler has had a couple enormous games against the Hawks this year. The Heat and Hawks have played 4 times this year. The Heat have won 3 of the 4 meetings, including both in Miami. And again, Miami has won 9 games in a row against the Hawks in their home building. So a difficult matchup for the Hawks tonight, but with the Heat's tendency to get very, very cold with their field goal shooting, if the Hawks can string together a bunch of stops at key moments, they might have a very good chance of getting out of this game tonight with a win. The Scouting Report brought to you by Planet Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Atlanta Hawks. We'll look at tonight's schedule in the NBA after this to get you set for the Hawks and the Heat here on the Georgia Power pregame show on the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
The BMW i4 M50. It's 100% electric and 100% BMW. Experience the power of over 500 horses stampeding at a whisper as BMW M-engineered handling takes you through every twist and turn. The complete suite of intuitive technology keeps you connected. The pure performance keeps your heart racing. The BMW i4 M50. Silence has never said so much. BMW, the ultimate electric driving machine.
Hey, you're the guy.
We know he can switch 1 through 5, and tonight the Heat, they'll have to do that against the Hawks team.